from digital distraction, and it's on the Stating the Obvious video. In all seriousness, I would be careful about shuffling Aaron into this series, since I think for now your comment series is pretty legitimate and informative regarding disgusting e-begging tactics. He's not a real e-beggar who tries to deceive and take advantage of fans in a sense, although he does try to scam as much as he can to get ahead. Instead, he's just a legitimate mentally disabled poor dude with a failed business who has no one in life to look up to or help him get back on track, who was cornered into what he's doing now. I think for the most part, these so-called trolls, as he likes to put it, have actually molded his channel into what it is today regarding the e-begging, not so much him, which is essentially live streams in which he has offered tips to do degrading and awful things that any normal human being would not lower himself to do. I've watched his channel go from a fairly interesting low-budget series following the daily happenings of a flea market vendor and cast of characters to literally just turning on, sitting in front of a Google Hangout live stream, praying for any kind of tips at any cost since he doesn't know what else to do and his self-esteem is literally in the shitter. However, because he's so poor and legitimately not mentally capable to stop it and to do something new, he has allowed his channel to fall into this format as there's no other way for him. The focus is definitely best kept on scumbags like the Metal Jesus crew and the Woods of the world who use their platforms to take advantage of fans indirectly and deceptively. Creamy Elephant. It's on the same video. Okay, Rick. In regards to Aaron Kosharsky, you said it best of all when you were talking about a rabbit hole. And with this guy, it runs deep. As I mentioned before, it's hard to know where to begin when it comes to Aaron, but you touched on one of his more infamous moments, the Be True to Yourself video. It's shockingly bad, but also endearing in a weird way. Shitting in a box was just one of the many Aaronisms that have occurred over the years. Speaking of, if it wasn't bad enough that a grown man would shit in a box for a live audience in front of his mother then proceeded to prove it was real by grabbing a stick and pushing it around the box, getting it stuck to, oh God, the humanity, getting it stuck to the stick. This family genuinely has no shame. Mama K is worthy of highlight herself and has become a favorite in parts of the community thanks to having zero filter. She often tells extremely racist stories and other funny shit like grabbing her deceased husband's penis at his funeral to feel it one last time. Just really crazy stuff that no other family would admit to live on air. After years of following this guy's endless train wreck, it's virtually impossible to go through everything because it usually connects to something else. Just some random tidbits of information. Sorry, I'm getting a little ill here. Oh no. He fingered his cousin. His brother has green teeth from all the Polar Pops and McDonald's they eat on a daily basis. Not to mention a serious gambling problem. Well, they all have a gambling issue. His friends repeatedly steal from him. Crazy K Kinney is a felon. Speaking of Crazy K, his girlfriend wife was somehow found on Pornhub. Look up Bad Bitch 028. No thank you. At your peril. You've been warned. His live streams are just a chaotic mess. He used to do them every Thursday, with a Monday show sometimes, but recently it's been more and more frequently because he makes virtually no money at the store and relies on donations. He then left me links to a lot of different videos. Okay. Let me see if I can get me a drink of water. I'm a little messed up after reading that comment. Now, the rabbit hole does run very, very deep. I didn't know it ran that deep. So with those two comments, great comments, but they're different sides of the coin here. Digital kind of says, hey, I would veer away from focusing on Aaron and the family on your channel because there are more legitimate people for you to speak on. And the other side of the coin is Creamy saying, hey, that rabbit hole runs deep. There's a lot here. There's a lot here you could focus on. So I guess I'm kind of torn, Here's the good thing, though. To both of you, there's a lot of days, a lot of videos left in the channel. I upload one of these every day. So believe me, there's going to be room for me to speak on lots of different things and lots of different people. So yeah, I can't see how I can't ever speak on the Kosharsky family ever again on the channel. I have spent some time actually watching some videos. People put together compilations. Like, it is a train wreck. It is. But I can see how a lot of the time people are actually giving Aaron hate, and I don't know if he really deserves it fully. There is a definite difference between someone like Aaron, who obviously has some mental stuff going on. Sure, I've seen evidence that he's scammed people. Sure, I know, I understand that. But there's something going on in that brain, or like a lack of something going on. I've been around people and you can just sense when something's not all there. So I definitely will not be focusing on Aaron as much as I would, someone like a Metal Jesus or a Woods, or people out there that I feel are very good at manipulation. Hancock, for instance, he is so fucking good at manipulation. I was not fooled by his ruse, but I, of all people, was willing to give him a second chance. That's how fucking good he is at his manipulation. If I did notice from what I watched, the gaming store doesn't seem to be making any money. I've seen videos where Aaron walks in there and he's asking his brother, "Hey, what'd we make today? What'd we sell?" And it's maybe like a game or two if they're lucky. And then he's happy if they make any sales. That's not a legitimate business right there. I'll leave you with this. One hilarious video I saw yesterday was Aaron and his brother at a McDonald's. And his brother was in the car. And Aaron was straight up rooting through the garbage cans. To find some pieces on McDonald's cups. I think it might have been a Monopoly game or something that they do from time to time. But he's pulling off these pieces from the cups, and he's excited at all the winners. He's like, "Oh, a fry, a burger, a McGriddle," or whatever the fuck they call it. And he's lined out all these prizes on the hood of the car. And he's looking at his brother and he's like, "See, he's mad. He's mad at me because I got all this shit," And then he goes and he rubs it in that he gets all this free shit there. And I started thinking to myself, I probably would never root through the trash, but I feel you. I feel you, man. I feel you. I mean, he's getting free stuff in the trash, and all he has to do is root in the trash a little bit to get the cups. It's not like he's literally dumpster diving, right? I mean, that is kind of nasty, but I don't know. What do you think? Would it depend on where the cup would be in the trash? And don't tell me you've never thrown anything in the trash and something accidentally got stuck to it and you had to put your hand back in there. We've all had to put our hand back in the trash to get something out of the trash at one point. What do you think about that? Leave in this comment section down below. I really want to know, would you root in the garbage if it meant free stuff? And at what level? To what extent would you root in the garbage for free stuff?